For more on the Red Sox big day, bringing in Nick Friar, Red Sox writer at Comcast Sportsnet New England. All right, Chris Sale heading to Boston for some prospects, Michael Kopech and Yoan Moncada, the big names. Your initial reaction when you heard this go down, and did you like the deal?
I absolutely love the deal. I mean, I was so excited. I saw it and I was like, no Bradley, no Benintendi. I don't know how you pull that off. I mean, those are two great prospects, and the other guys that went with them are pretty good as well. But I mean, Chris Sale, top 5 pitcher in all of baseball, without any doubt in my mind.
For those that don't know or watch a lot of Chicago White Sox games, really good contract, 3 years, 38 remaining, so it's a bargain deal. He's top 5 Cy Young every year. What does he bring to the mound every 5 days?
Well, he brings a bulldog mentality that we all like to see. You know, we got a little bit of taste of that with Rick Porcello this year. Everybody's been longing for that since, Lackey left.
Yep.
But the difference between him and Lackey is he's a bulldog, but at the same time, he's got amazing ability. I mean, from watching him when I was out in school in Chicago, it's must-see TV. And you got a real ace here, a real bona fide ace, not David Price, who I don't think is a bona fide ace. Sorry, David.
Okay, now when you look at the prospects, Moncada at one point #1 in all of minor league baseball, Kopech, hard thrower. No one wants to leave the prospects. You always think what could be.
Right.
At the end of the day, do you think the Red Sox gave up too much?
No, I don't. I actually would have preferred to keep Kopech, if anybody, because he's such a talented pitcher. I mean, he got up to 100 miles an hour, 105, I think it was, during the season. But you know what? This team is unique. It's built to win now and built to win in the future. But at some point, win now has to take priority over win in the future, because you can't. I mean, the future is still, uncertainties. Going to come.
Dave Dombrowski has certainly gotten rid of a lot of the prospects to get some veterans in that lineup. Okay,
Yes,
I want to talk about the rotation. I put a little Twitter poll out there, and most people agree that it'd be Price. But my question is, 3 aces right now: Chris Sale, Rick Porcello, and David Price. Who is your number 3 starter, or how would you put the rotation 1, 2, 3 come April?
Well, if we're going based on ability, I guess, then I would still put Porcello as my 3. I put Price as my 2. I like Rick Porcello up before anybody goes crazy right now, but Price is still a very talented pitcher. I think after having a year in Boston, he will show that he can be a great number 2 here. Now he's got a guy who's a bona fide ace in front of him. A lot of pressure off him, and Porcello's still got to prove a little bit to me that he's going to do it again.
All right, Red Sox really active today. Early in the day, Tyler Thornburg, a reliever from Milwaukee, coming here. Red Sox sending Travis Shaw to Milwaukee. What did you make of that deal?
I like it. I was in the camp of get rid of Travis Shaw now, because he's a nice player, but I mean, he's 270 at best, 23 home runs. I've talked to you about this before. I mean, I like him, but I don't love him. I don't think he's gonna be more than that, and he's still kind of streaky at times. So get rid of him now while you can get something. Maybe you paid a little bit too much for Thornburg, but at the end of the day, you're getting something in return for Shaw.
He'll be the setup guy, the 8th inning guy going into Kimbrel?
I don't necessarily think so. I think he could be the 7th. I'm sorry, maybe not the 8th inning guy. 7th inning would work. You still got Barnes. You got Kelly, who everybody's high on right now. And
the bullpen shored up a little.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Talking about Sean, that third base, we'll all see the pictures of Pablo Sandoval losing about half his body weight. So are the Red Sox all in on him playing third base this year?
Yeah, it sounds like it, and I still don't get why. Look, Pablo Sandoval, I know he's had the playoff experience and all that, but I'm not sold on Pablo. I never have been, and I don't think I ever will be. He's got to show me a lot more if I'm going to be sold on Pablo. That's fine if they want to be, but you got Brock Holt, so I guess you got a backup plan just in case.
Right, and that ties us into the DH. They're talking about a DH by committee. Does Hanley go there sometimes? Does he platoon at first? How do you think this works out with who plays DH, and is there another move maybe coming to address that?
Well, I know they were talking to Mitch Moreland, who played in Texas for a little while. And he's a nice player. I mean, he's not going to be David Ortiz as your DH, but he could be something. I definitely think that there's another deal to come, especially with the 7 starters in the rotation.
Yeah, let's talk about that. All right, so we have the 3 guys, the aces: Sale, Porcello, and Price. Then you have Drew Pomeranz, you have Clay Buchholz, you have Eddie Rodriguez, and you have Stephen Wright. That's 7 pitchers. Obviously, you can never have too much pitching, but you figure one of those guys is leaving town, probably Buchholz?
I would think so. With the whole luxury tax thing, he makes the most sense. And I would think Stephen Wright's the most likely to stay, because most teams aren't going to want to trade for a knuckleballer, and that's fine. Just keep him, and he's now going to be your 5 starter, and hope for the best with him.
Maybe Pomeranz goes in between the bullpen. All right, last question. John Farrell re-upped for that exercise the option for his final year, so they're now into 2018. Did you agree with that move?
Yeah, I agree with that move. I know most people aren't happy about it, but look, they had a good year, no matter how you slice it. I know the playoffs were disappointing, but they had a good year. Let's see what happens this year. And look, at the end of the day, if they don't like him, they'll get rid of him. Dombrowski is not afraid to make moves. We all saw that today.
Yeah, he is wheeling and dealing. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think he needed some job stability there, Farrell.
Absolutely.
All right, Nick Friar, thanks so much for coming in, talking Red Sox. Follow him on Twitter at NGFriar.